So based on my dysfunctional Truly Me review, there was one doll who I really thought was good and I was looking forward to potentially getting. I got her. I got a really big certificate and I got that sale of like 3 times rewards points and $20. They got me. I stood no chance. So here we're looking at number 117. And she, from what I can tell, has been a fan favorite. There are some people who just don't like the Marie Grace mold, which I very much get. It took some growing on me. There's only one face mold, and I'm not going to say which one it is, that I'm not a fan of. Generally, I've either loved them immediately or I've grown to like them over time. And I imagine that one I dislike, it's relatively new. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so here we're going to take a look. The other box was so easy. Oh, I already opened her little friend. I purchased them both at the same time because I have no self-control. Just kidding. I had self-control. I didn't purchase for multiple buying events. I waited until I had a $50 certificate from buying the Sapphire doll. So there is a very tiny amount of self-control. Plus, I made like a ton of money last month at my job. Well, a ton for me. So here we go. All right. This is going to be an interesting review. It's going to be more of a review than some of the other ones because I feel like it's not just going to be a gush. Mainly because, okay, I knew I wouldn't like it from online. But this dress is it's not cheaply made. It's okay made. Why is that leopard or cheetah print? I don't know. I don't care. Whatever it is, it looks really ugly on the sleeves. Which then again, I've never been an animal print person, so that could be it. If you really like animal print. Okay, and then her eyelashes don't look horrible while she's laying down. And I don't lay my dolls down often. So I don't think that'll be a problem. My thing is mainly, I'm not one of those, like, the eyelashes are always terrible people. I'm more of a, how did the dolls look when they're standing up? If the eyelashes don't look good when they're laying down, but they look good while they're standing up, that's fine. I really don't care. But if it looks bad, like some of the Truly Me dolls, they look bad standing up in their profile pictures. Now, obviously, I didn't think she looked bad, or I wouldn't have purchased her. But, yeah, so just gonna pull this off. Okay, nope, I'm using scissors. I was a little worried about cutting her dress, but let's be honest. I'm never putting a doll in this dress, ever. That was the sound of paper ripping, not a dress. Let's see. Can I access it now? There we go. She's free with no harm that I can tell to doll or hideous outfit. Yeah, I think she's fine. All right, and then other side. That one I was to say would pull off. Oh no, it's on her pinky. And I do not have a name for her yet. I named most of my dolls after characters from my books. And right now, she doesn't look like any character that's coming to mind instantly. But I'll make a character for her. Or just come up with a good name for her. Alright. So, let's see how the new Marie Grace molds look. It's so crazy. I have not unboxed a Marie Grace mold in over 10 years. Which I didn't do like unboxings back then. I totally should have. I would be monetized by now. But that was back in the day when you know, it wasn't just expected all kids would be on the internet. So anyway, so here she is. So I don't think they look horrible. Her neck moves fine. Arms are pretty good mobility. Just normal looking doll. All right. I do like, even though they don't really look like little girls, I like the tiny bit of lip coloring. It makes them feel a little more real, because even girls who aren't wearing lipstick usually have like some natural color to their lips. All right. One thing that's interesting is the way the wig cap seems to go on. The hairnet was kind of almost tucked under it, which made me a little nervous. We're gonna see. So this one was like, what, artsy? I don't think those labels really matter. Especially if you have to like buy the dresses separately. All right. Let's see how she looks. So this is how Marie Grace looks with brown eyes. The light isn't super, usually the darkness is less flattering to dolls, but I feel like she looks better without my little flashlight thing on. But it's interesting. I feel like she doesn't look exactly like Marie Grace. I think they made some changes to the face mold, but honestly, I think she looks super cute. She kind of reminds me of Joss's look a bit. That's not a flattering camera angle for her. I don't know that this version of the mold is as cute as Marie Grace's. Part of it might just be that there's less hair by her face. And the eyebrows are a little, I don't know, it's so weird. Like she's one of the rare examples where I feel like the camera, actually that's not true. Often the camera makes the dolls look less cute than they actually do. I mean, look at American Girl's pictures for a lot of the dolls. The curly hairstyle is kind of falling apart. But yeah, honestly, I do not think this angle is super flattering for her. Let me see if I can get a better demonstration of how she looks. Okay, maybe this will be better. I think it's a little better. I think the camera is just, I don't know. It makes her face look more elongated and her eyes look bigger than I feel like they are. But maybe I just have blinders on. That's pretty good. That's a decent representation of how she looks. Her nose is pretty skinny, which I like. One thing I don't know how I feel about, I feel like her wig is, it's good for her, but it doesn't bode well for some of the other Truly Me's, where I feel like their wigs are more crucial to the doll's success. Like this one's basically just brown-eyed Marie Grace. Like you're getting what you paid for. And I paid way less than the listing price. But honestly, her wig doesn't seem, it seems a little stringy, not very full. Which again, not a big deal for her. But if you're getting one of the other dolls and it's like their hair is the big selling point, like some of those Truly Me's are basically just Nanea but with colored hair. In those cases, you might be disappointed that her wig is not as like nice and full and stuff for other dolls. But honestly, okay, that's actually, I think, a good angle for her. Honestly, she is pretty. Like, I like her face shape. And I think if you're already not super sold on the Marie Grace mold, you're probably not going to want to get this one, or by extension, the other Marie Grace face molds. Because this one, I think, even has the features that people didn't like about the Marie Grace face mold exaggerated. So, yeah, that's basically everything.